Hey, good evening. The time is 4:16 and it's Saturday, December 1st, 2018. I want to retry the missing questions relating to database. There were 5. I think I got one wrong. And I didn't know one, so I was able to do 3 out of the 5. And the first one, I think it has to do with something like this. The first one, this is the database schema, and we have to write queries with a subquery to find the total salaries of all the workers whose last name begins with M and the second character is N, and then we have to use subqueries. Begins with M and the second character is N. This is simple solving it without subqueries. You can straight go here, you log into your SQL server. I'll use the database. So let's see the schema. You want to get their salaries. The salary is here, and then the last name, that's the last name, and the second character of the last name is also there. So basically we just need this employee table to query this, to solve this. All we need is in this same table. The total salary is here, the last name is also here, so we don't need any of these tables. So if we come here and then we select from employee, I think it's employee S. Okay, so this is it. These are the employees, and then let's see, let's give alias E, and then their last name. So where E dot last name begins with M. So I hope we've done operator. So it begins with M. With M, and the second character is N, and the second character is N, but the rest could be anything, and this is the sign for could be anything. So the first one is M, the second is N, and what follows next from the 3rd to the 100 could be anything. So that is just all. It's just 3 people. Their last name is M, their second, the first letter of their last name is M, second is M, and the rest could be anything. So these are the people we are trying to find the total salaries of all the workers, their total salary. And so we just don't need all, we need a salary, and this is their salary and their total, so we sum it, and then that's all. We are done with that question. Let's see, let's give the salary, and then that is it. So that is it. We've gotten it, but the question says we should use subquery to find the total. So I actually struggle to put this in the subquery, but let's try and see. What we can do is kind of do some duplications here. So these are the select all. So these are the people we want to find their sum. And then these are their IDs, E dot employee ID. So these are the people we want to find their salary, total of their salary. So I can say select all from employee, where e dot employee ID is in this. So it gives the same thing, and then so we just find e dot salary. So this is their salary, and then we find sum of the salary, and then it gives the same thing. So we force ourselves to duplicate the same code, and just to make sure we've achieved what the question tells us, that we should use a subquery. Is by design wise, there's no need doing this, but it's for the purpose of the question, just to test and see how we can make use of subqueries. Other than that, this is duplication of code. So this is I think this is something I did, but just that you can check and see whether your figure is right. So that is it for this one. And then the second one is retrieve the full name, salary, and address of all employees who work on the Fanta project. So the full name, if we come here, this is the first name, initial, last name, so this can give us the full name. Their salary, the salary is here. Address is also here. And then of all employees who work for the Fanta project. So let's split the question into two. Let's see, this is what is joining them. The who. First, let's retrieve this. So we want their full name, their salary, and address. So I'll go it this way. Let's comment this one, and then so I'll say all from employees. Okay, so we have it this way. What we want is their full name. So the full name is made up of their first name, their last name, and then their initials, right? We have initials, the other middle initial. So that is it. So we have e dot first name, e dot last name, e dot initial, and then so these three form the name. So you just have to do it this way, bracket in it, plus, set of comma, plus. So that will form the full name. And then e dot salary will give the salary, and then what else? An address. So you have e dot address. So that is it. Address is highlighted because it's a reserved word, so you can put it in this. It doesn't change anything if you don't put it in this. But so this is it. So this is it for all the employees, but we want only employees who works on the Fanta project. But first of all, this is the employee. Now let's try to format the name a bit. This is too terrible, so I actually prefer to use the keyword concat, and I think that is what I use in. If you are using concat, it's comma, it's not the plus sign. So this will achieve the same thing, but this allows you to add space quickly. So we have it this way, and then if you highlight, so you have the space. So you can even decide the first name, comma, and then comma. You can decide to make the first name alone, upper, that's capital letter, and then this one will be in it. Let's bring this to next line so that we can see what we are doing. So this is this is the people, the who, this is their name, their salary, their address. But now we want for only those who work on the Fanta project. So the Fanta project department that is under project, who works on Fanta project. So the department, okay, and then Fanta project. So the department, the project is not connected to the employee, but project is connected to department. Project is connected to department, but project is not connected to employee. So that means we have to use this to be able to get only those who work for the Fanta project. The Fanta projects are here. The projects are here. So so first of all is the department that is connected. So let's join the department. So we have this one, inner join department D on E dot department ID is equal to D dot department department number. Okay, I think in my table is department. Yeah, I use department ID as the column name. I didn't use the DNO. I use department ID. So that is it. So we've gotten their department. Of course, we are not selecting any column from the department. That's why it's not showing. Just for test purposes, we can add department name, and then we can see each and their department. So now that is it. Then we come, department is also connected to project. So we have department number here, department number here. So we can inner join project. Let's call that P on P dot department ID is equal to D dot department ID. So that too brings it here. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Let me see it well. Project works on why duplicates. Okay, let me see P dot project name. Maybe they have different projects. That's why it's bringing the duplicates. So, okay, that makes sense. If, for example, I was looking at this, everything is the same. I realized the person works on 2 projects, so that makes sense. So now we've connected the project. So now we can use the where to get only the Fanta project. So this one, where mp dot name is equal to Fanta project. Do you have, okay, the samples I have, I don't think there is Fanta project. Okay, there is. So that means these are the only person, or like let's try and get to make some sense. Where are the projects? This is the project. Let's go to edit. 10 fast. You can see it's struggling. So let's update one of the projects. Oh, what am I even? No, you can't update. Oh. Hey, That's it. So basically, whichever data you have in your table is what it will pull. Now for this one, we only got this, and these ones are not part. I think from here. For how you call it, display purpose, it's easier to have it this way. This way, so where this is equal to this. So this is it. Maybe arrange it this way. So that's it for employees, their full name, their salary, their address, their department, and others were not part of the questions. This and this is not part of the question. So this give it to that question too. That question too. So and then there was a third question. I cannot vomit it exactly, but the whole thing about that question is, if you check, let's comment this and then move to the next question. From employee, and then if you run this, you can see every employee has a supervisor, and that's the supervisor number. Or let's see the report to. It's basically the same. I just added this one too so that I can use it. So everybody and who he reports to or she reports to. So the question was kind of everybody list people and their supervisor. So like Davolio Nancy, who is his supervisor? Now if you check the reports to supervisor ID of 10, and then if you come here, which employee has an ID of 10, you realize is mnemonic Sewa. I think this is the test data I put. So it's like Nancy reports to Sewa. So but you don't want to see it down this way, you want to see it here. This is Nancy, this is the one he reports to. And this got me thinking, but I think it has there's the employee and supervisor are in the same table. So it actually came to my mind that first of all, this has to be a self-join. There's a concept called like self-join. That same table will join to itself. Here we join this one to department, and then we join department to projects. But this one, that same table will join to itself. So, and the simple way, or like the way to do it, is to give it a different name. Let's say select from table X, join table X. So like table Y, but in this case table X and Y are all the same table. So let's see here. So we say select all from employee, that is E, inner join the same employee again. Shouldn't have bring this. Actually, what will bring the difference is if you give them alias. So first employee, let's call it E. Second, let's call it S. This is supervisor. So this is just a trick. Anything else we are going to do, E and S will be behaving like different tables. That is how it will be. This is all you need. This is all you need. So then you see where is it E dot employee ID, which is equal to S dot supervisor ID. That is all the code. So let's see mnemonic Sewa Okay, so let's do it this way. We have e dot first name as employee name, then we have s dot first name as supervisor name. So let's see, it's Sewa Nancy, what am I seeing? Okay, let me bring the full. You just have to make sure what it is, right? Okay, so let's see. Or let's test this one first. Nancy's supervisor is 10. Then 10 is Sewa. So let's see here. Where is Nancy? Nancy's supervisor is 7. Damn. And then let's see Sewa's supervisor. So Sewa. Where is Sewa? Nancy. That is mnemonic Sewa. His supervisor is 2. And then who is 2? 2 is Andrew. So Sewa, his supervisor is Andrew Fuller. Sewa, supervisor is Nancy. No, that means the code is wrong. Will be outer drawing. What? From employee. Why is it underlining the left line? I don't think this will have effect. Let me see, cross. Okay, cross. Yeah, cross should work. That cross don't have anything meaningful. So Andrew. So let me see. Okay, let me display it well so we can see it clearly. This is first name, and then e dot last name as employee. Let's bring this space. So and then we have concat undo. So we have concat. This is first name, and then we have this one. They have s dot last name as supervisor. So this one has to go off. So this is the employee. This is our supervisor. So let's see here. So Sewa's supervisor is Nancy W or something like that. So let's compare it to this table. So we have e dot first name, e dot last name, and then e dot supervisor ID. So let's close this and then run both. So so we have e dot employee ID. So can do the check here. So we have Nancy, his supervisor is 10 and 10 is 1 mnemonics. So Nancy Tavilo, his supervisor is 10, so 1 mnemonics. And then Nancy Tavilo. Francis Indo. Why is Nancy appearing so many times like that? I can't think far. So blah blah blah. This one cross triangle, 40 years and see report 2. Let me see this. Reports to Sarah. Employee ID is equal to employee supervisor. Let's see. Yes, self-join. That's what the concept is. Let's add TSQ. Try to be narrowed down to Microsoft. Let's see. Okay, so that's where just watch it done. Basically, it's the same like from table. It's got to be they listed, but I use cross join. I don't think that should be. Take it. Okay. Okay, I come. Okay. I'll be back. Hey. Wow. What am I getting wrong? This is why personally I'm always against like writing code during exams. Other than that, like off your head you think this will work fine, but if you run the code you realize no, it's not giving me what I'm supposed to get. So anyway, there's nothing you can change. But ideally, we are supposed to have access to computers, and you test it. If it works, you know it works. If it doesn't, you know it doesn't. And then you move on. Or better still, you could have like missing, or like it could have been like a practical with enough maths. You'll be by the computers, you'll be doing this. And then if that should even be a message, it's no big deal. You can sit there, you'll be writing code with pen. So cross join this. Now let me see. Okay, sometimes that is it. If it doesn't work, you end up changing unnecessary things. Things you know for sure this is not a course, but you end up changing them. Let's see. Let me see. Nancy W. His supervisor is 10, and who is 10? 10 is 1 and 1 is Nancy W. His supervisor is 1 and 1 is, and then Kwame MNU. Where is Kwame MNU? His supervisor is 5, and 5 is Steven. Hey, this works. This is interesting. Andrew Fuller. Andrew Fuller. Who is Andrew Fuller? Andrew Fuller. Okay, he is supervising himself, so 2. And the Fuller, the same. Janet Leveling or something like that. Janet. It's Janet. Janet Leveling. His supervisor is Andrew Fuller, and that is right. Andrew Fuller. Sewa Nimonis. Is Andrew Fuller. Hey, this is strange. So if interesting, I can't believe. So this is E. Previously here was E and then here was S. And then Seven Emonis. His supervisor is NC. Is 2, and then 2 is Andrew. No, here is wrong. And then Nancy Devil. This is Nancy Devil, and then his supervisor is 10, and his supervisor is 7. Okay, if you turn it this way, this rather becomes the employees. That's what I've realized. Kwame MNU. So Kwame MNU. His is 5. And then 5 is Steven. Something. So say what Steven. Yeah, it works. It turns. Yeah, the code is right, but it turns. So so that is it. So we have here let's make here S, and then make here E. So that is it. I can't explain, but that's what I found working. So this is it. Margaret Peacock. His supervisor is 1, and 1 is Nancy Devilo. Steven Buchanan or Steven Buchanan is 1, and 1 is Nancy. That's it. Perfect. It works. So this is it. The code that will help you to the same table, the same people as supervisors, same people are employee, like self-join. So this is it. This code works. And then there's another one like that. You have to join table, but I can't remember. But I'm sure for that one I'll get it. This is the one I did, and I wasn't sure I did something sensible. I think here I use inner join. Yeah, I use here I use inner join. Then here was on. Here was inner join. Then here was on. This is what I did. This is what I did. Let me see if my inner join. Margaret, pick up. Yes, this is one. Steven Bertram, his supervisor is also one. And those with something, those with his supervisor is one. No, I think the inner join 2 is correct. Yeah, the inner join is correct. From this. Yeah, the inner join is correct. I just hope I've checked it well. That is it. If you take Nancy Devil, his supervisor is 7 mnemonics. Nancy Devil 10 is 7 mnemonics. Yes. I mean, very easy. It works. The inner join works, the cross works. The cross works, the inner join 2 works. So that is it for that question. There was another one, like I said earlier, that has to do with finding projects people who work on what project. But I think it's similar to this one. It's similar to this question. So that one I got. And the final question was the properties of subquery. Properties of subquery. I struggle a bit. Properties of subquery. What is a subquery? I said it comes after where clause. Because if you look at it, an sample of codes I've run, all subqueries have come to realize they come after where clause. So if you look at this, take off the comments. This is the subquery, like code in a code. Code in a code. So so it comes after where. It comes after where condition. So, and then what does it do again? I don't know. I don't know. So, but that basically those are the 5 questions we work on doing them. Is this is the question 1. So the question 2. Question 3 is a self join. Can't remember the question, but I can remember the result the master was expecting. So that is it here. And then the question 4 was another query that wasn't that complex. And then the last one was the properties of sub query. That one too. Let's see if we can find it. Subquery characteristics. Let's see what is subquery. What is subquery? PV characteristics. Let me see. Properties of subquery. What is subquery? Explain properties of subquery. Subquery. Its property. Okay, it may occur in a select statement from. Nested inside a larger query. These are examples. The general rules. Guideline. Yes, I think I remember this. It must be enclosed in parentheses. I said that. Yes, I said that. Yes, I said it. Guidelines to consider when using subquery. Subquery must be enclosed in parentheses. That is true. I right side of the comparison operator. I couldn't say single row filter, single row subquery, subquery. Well, okay. It might be placed at the right side of the operator. It might be in parentheses at the right side of the operator. Okay. Okay, this is something I didn't think of. Subqueries cannot manipulate their results internally. Yeah, that makes sense. So here, where is that guy? Let's say, for example, if you add a group by the first name, I'm supposed to see error. Yes. But if you bring it here, it should work. Outside the bracket, it should work. Yeah. Give you a total. Okay, so they cannot operate. What is the English? They cannot manipulate their results internally. Okay, so that is the answers and solution. Subquery space property. The subquery is creating another query. Nested query subquery. It will turn it to like using the main query the condition properties. Simply enclosed in bracket a subquery must be pushed in the right side of the comparison operator to contain the other part. Subquery can contain more than one subqueries. Okay. So subquery can also contain another subquery. Subquery cannot include the order by or like group by. That is, it cannot manipulate things internally. Okay, I've gotten enough now. If they ask for 5, at least I can get 4. That is it, including in the right side of the comparison operator. It does not. It can contain. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I have about 4 now. So we are good to go. That is it for the midterm questions. Sorry for the breaks, and I didn't want to solve it and then like kind of come and pour it. I want us to all to go together and then you see how I got my answer. This one, for example, personally I didn't also know. So except when the results came, really I had to go and do a few googling to check how those things are. So that is it for this one. Bye.